going to show them your Christmas turkey leg. Christmas toy of the day, Archie's Christmas turkey leg. As you can see, he looks very enthusiastic about the whole thing. Hi, I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. And I'm going to attempt to do Vlogmas again this year, which means I will try to post one video every day up till Christmas Eve on some sort of vaguely Christmas related frugal theme. And today I thought, well, it's 1st of December. It's not too late to say a few things that frugal people know already, but you know, Christmas is such a pressured time financially and also on our time. It takes so much of our time. And I just want to start by saying, don't compare your Christmas to anybody else's Christmas. Make it your Christmas, you and your family's Christmas, and do the things that you want to do, not what you see in the adverts. You don't need matching Christmas pajamas, and you don't need a whole house full of new decorations, and you don't have to buy your children and your teenagers the very, very latest fads. You don't need to do those things. Sure, if you can afford to do those things, fantastic. But, you know, it's not something that's essential and it's not worth putting yourself under strain. And, you know, to try to stop comparing. Don't scroll people's social media accounts when their house is picture perfect and has the most expensive of all decorations. And don't follow mummy and daddy bloggers who just buy their kids just the latest of everything and an excess of everything. If you can't afford to do that, that's guaranteed to make you feel somewhat inadequate and maybe dissatisfied with your lot. So just create the Christmas that you want. If you haven't got a lot of money, focus on making memories instead. Play games, make Christmas decorations, do Christmas crafts, find free or cheap Christmas things to do, like for example, a lot of schools and town halls and places like that will have little Christmas fetes and events and carol singers, Christmas light switch-ons and things like that. They don't really cost much. You've got to go out with the mindset that we're not going to buy a load of stuff when we're out. Make sure that all your kids, if you're taking kids with you, understand that you're not going to do that. Or that you will have one glass of mulled wine for yourself, not your kids. Or that if it's a cheap Father Christmas visit, you will do one Father Christmas visit, or maybe you'll do one over the season, you know, that they can choose which one they go to. Just set some boundaries and parameters and just enjoy making those memories, as I say, because there's so much pressure to create this perfection that doesn't exist. Everybody knows it doesn't exist. And you put so much pressure on yourself that you end up ratty and maybe start the new year feeling worried about money. And I've done this loads of times. I mentioned this before. When my kids were smaller, I wanted to create the perfect Christmas. And I did feel under a lot of pressure to buy everything, you know. And I think that a lot of parents are the same. But even if you're not a parent, you know, friends and other family members can make you feel that you need to exchange presents and that kind of thing. And if you can't afford to do that, then, you know, you need to set some boundaries and say, I'm not doing that this year, can't afford it, whatever. So don't think that you have to buy the latest Christmas jumper. This is my recycled Christmas jumper. It's very glamorous, as you can see. And this will be my Christmas jumper forever until it falls apart. And since it doesn't get worn that much, hopefully it will last. I'm 61 now. Perhaps it will last till I'm about 81, we'll see, as long as I can fit into it. You don't have to buy Christmas jumpers. The charity shops are full of them. And, you know, if you can't afford to buy much or spend much, then how about buying second-hand gifts? How about setting a limit of, say, £5 or £10 and saying, let's do fun charity shop gifts. Let's go and support a charity and we'll buy something fun and thoughtful for each other, but it will have a £5 or £10 limit. You know, don't take part in all of the work activities if you can't afford it. I remember my work used to be terrible for this. We'd have to donate something for the buffet, which we would all share. And for me, that would have been fine. We could have stopped there. But then you had to have a team Christmas meal. The works did not pay for it. I worked for the local council. They didn't give a single contribution towards it, but you expected to do it anyway. Then you would have a management Christmas meal. And then you might have a Christmas party and drinks after work. And in the end, I just had to put my foot down really and say, look, I'm going to do the team meal. and the buffet, and I'm not doing anything else. I'm not doing Secret Santa because I don't know half the people in the office very well enough to buy them a gift, and I don't need any more tat in my life. And I just put my foot down and I stopped sending Christmas cards to everybody in the office, because what a waste of paper. And okay, it's nice to get that, but I can just say Happy Christmas. I see them every day, or I can send a joint email to everybody. Hope you have a lovely festive time with your friends and family. So I don't have to get my Christmas nails done. I don't have to go down to the little kiosk in Sainsbury's and get fancy little reindeer on my nails. I don't have to get my hair done if I can't afford it. I do not have to spend a fortune on presents for anybody, on food. I don't have to buy an excess of Christmas food. I will buy enough for those couple of days that we're going to be here, and I'll plan the meals as I would plan them normally, so we don't have loads of leftover food. And then I can go shopping. The shops are open again after Boxing Day, and then you get some bargains on things that are reduced after Christmas, like if you're a meat eater, joints of meat and turkeys and that kind of thing. So I don't need to overstock the fridge and freezer. So as I said before, you can focus on memories and do things with your kids. My kids used to love Christmas crafts, and we'd make a lot of our Christmas cards to send out to people, which they liked because they were from the kids. And we'd make Christmas pictures, and we'd do paper chains, and there were things like little Christmas snowmen. I've still got one that I drag out every now and then, and you will have seen my daughter Chloe's famous Christmas log, which looks like a giant Christmas poo with a candle in it, which she must have made when she was about 4 at nursery. We still bring it out. I will show you that later on in Vlogmas because it's very funny. Go walking in the woods with your kids, enjoy the different winter landscape, and take them to the park even when it's cold. Wrap them up and take them out. It's still fun. Play loads of silly games, teach them charades, sing carols, find a carol service and a Christingle service and all sorts of other things you can find, and just have fun and keep it real, and don't let it become a massive pressure. And if you decide you just don't want to do Christmas at all, I know this doesn't work with kids, just don't do it. Say, we're not doing it this year, we can't afford it, it's just creating stress, and have a nice homely day instead. I thought I would start by talking about the reverse advent calendar that I'm going to do for the Trussell Trust, and you can maybe Trussell Trust, not the Trussell Trust, and you can maybe join in with me. So the idea is, it's nice for offices and it's nice for kids. The idea is that every day you either pull something out of your own stores, or you can get something when you go shopping and buy and give something that you can donate to the food bank. So my first thing today is going to be a can of carrots and peas. So keep an eye, have a look on your food bank website and see what they're particularly after as well, because quite often they're looking for particular items like toiletries or whatever. So I'm going to do a range. I sometimes do start this a bit earlier, like mid-November, because then I can get things to the food bank long before Christmas, and in that case I would include some festive things like chocolate biscuits and sweets for children and maybe little toys and things like that. But this year I'm starting now, and I'll keep it going for the whole of the month of December, and then I'll take it in the new year when maybe they don't get quite as many donations. So that's going to be my first thing. It's going to go in my nice sea salt bag that my mum bought me, and I'll start collecting those up. So that's day one. Please do join in as well. As I say, it's quite a nice fun thing for kids to do, and it's good in the office because we did it in my office and we ended up with like a whole car boot full of items to take to the food bank. Anyway, that's day one of Vlogmas. I hope to see you tomorrow for day two. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.